Welcome back to A Country on the Card. In today's episode, I invite you to join me in exploring the city of Vitoria Gasteiz. We'll be leaving from Madrid, heading towards Burgos, and from there we'll take the northeast direction until we reach Vitoria. Starting from the newer areas in the southeast, I'll make my way to the center where I'll circle around the old town until I close the loop by crossing the most iconic squares. I will finish by heading west and returning to the starting point, but before that, I will visit the Salburúa lagoon. It's 8 in the morning on the first day of August. The temperature is 12 degrees. This is the first thing that surprises me coming from a city in the south like Madrid, where by July the heat becomes quite uncomfortable, with lows of 22 and highs of 36 and 38. The second thing that surprises me is how clean and well maintained everything is. No paper on the ground. ChatGPT, are you there? Tell me about the autonomous community of the country. Basque.
The Basque Country, also known as Euskadi, is an autonomous community located in the north of Spain. It is made up of 3 provinces: Guipúzcoa, whose capital is San Sebastián; Biscay, with Bilbao as its main city; Álava, whose capital is Vitoria Gasteiz. To the northeast, France. To the east, Navarra. To the south, La Rioja, Castile and Leon and Cantabria to the west.
And to the north, the Cantabrian Sea, which we can also call the Bay of Biscay. But, GPT, what about Vitoria? Tell me about the geography of Vitoria.
Vitoria Gasteiz, in the south-central part of the Basque Country. It is situated in the Llanada Alavesa, a plain surrounded by mountains like the Montes de Vitoria, which provide it with protection and a distinctive microclimate. Vitoria Gasteiz is much more than just an attractive city. It is a benchmark quality of life, where nature, culture, and excellent services converge, and a calm and accessible environment that enhances the daily lives of its residents. Recognized as European Green Capital in 2012, it stands out for its commitment to sustainability and environmental preservation. Its urban design prioritizes sustainable mobility, with a wide network of bike lanes and pedestrian areas that make it unnecessary to use a car to get around. The city hosts important events like the International Jazz Festival and has notable museums such as the Museum of Contemporary Art, which makes it a cultural landmark.
Don't miss it. The Armory of Álava. It has uniforms from the Battle of Vitoria and ancient weapons, like swords and medieval armor. Hold on a moment, let's rewind for a second. Did you see the posters that were hanging up? It was an outdoor photography exhibition, taking advantage of the fence of the Ignacio Aldecoa Cultural House.
Due to the quality of its public services, its schools, hospitals and transportation network are among the best in the country, providing comfort and efficiency. In addition, it is a safe city, which makes it especially attractive for families and people who value a calm and stable environment. On top of that, there's a rich cuisine based on Basque tradition, famous for its pinchos and excellent cooking.
You're painting a really nice picture for me. Could you tell me something negative?
One negative aspect could be that it rains more than in other regions of Spain. Could we talk about a cold climate compared to the Mediterranean or that of Andalusia?
Personally, I think this weather in summer is perfect. Well, we have now arrived at the most iconic squares of the city. Plaza de la Virgen Blanca and Plaza de España. In Plaza de la Virgen Blanca stands the statue in tribute to the victory in the Battle of 1813 against the French, which ended the Spanish War of Independence. Nowadays it is best known for... It's because every August 5th, it's the place where the people of Vitoria kick off their patron saint festivities with the descent of the Celadon. The descent of the Celadon represents that the spirit of the festivities is already in the city. A tribute to a local man who would walk 30 kilometers every year with his umbrella from a village, so he wouldn't miss the celebration. Celadon has passed away, but a local resident represents him, and the festivities don't start until he arrives. Nice story. And this is the Plaza de España. It reminds me of the Plaza Mayor in Madrid or Salamanca.
The square is a neoclassical building that forms a perfect square measuring 61 meters on each side. In it, you can find the town hall and the tourist office.
Without a doubt, this is the oldest part of the city. The history that its stones could tell us if they could speak.
The old town of Vitoria Gasteiz, known as the medieval Almond, is the historical core of the city and one of the best preserved medieval neighborhoods in the Basque Country. Its name comes from its elongated and curved shape similar to an almond. Its historical and architectural richness makes it an emblematic and culturally vibrant place. The true beginning of the city as a recognizable entity came in 1181, when King Sancho V of Navarre, known as Sancho the Wise, founded Nueva Victoria. Their intention was to establish a fortified post that would protect their lands from the advance of Castile, and secure a strategic position on the trade routes that connected the north of the peninsula with Europe. The city started as a stronghold, surrounded by walls and with an urban layout designed for defense. In the Kingdom of Castile, it also drove it to become an important commercial and political center in the region. In the following centuries, the city grew in size and importance, consolidating its role as a key point in trade routes and a strategic location in the conflicts of the peninsula. One of the most notable episodes in the history of Vitoria took place during the Spanish War of Independence, 1808 to 1814. The city witnessed the Battle of Vitoria, fought on June 21, 1813. In this decisive confrontation, the Allied troops, led by the Duke of Wellington and made up of British, Spanish, Portuguese, and German soldiers, they defeated the French army, commanded by Marshal Jourdan. The battle not only meant the expulsion of the French from Vitoria, but it also marked the beginning of the end of Napoleonic rule in Spain.
It's like a good kick in the butt for sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Well, we've arrived at the Salburúa lagoon. What a delight, having this space so close to the center. If Vitoria Gasteiz is known for anything today, it's for being an eco-friendly city, something that they take very seriously here.
Vitoria Gasteiz has established itself as an international benchmark in sustainability and ecological urbanism. Its innovative approach to the coexistence between the city and nature makes it a model for other European cities. One of the city's most emblematic projects is its Green Belt, a network of natural spaces that surrounds Vitoria and connects its residents with nature, all without leaving the urban environment. The Green Belt acts as a lung for the city, improving air quality, regulating urban temperatures, and helping to mitigate the effects of climate change. Vitoria Gasteiz shows that urban development can go hand in hand with environmental protection, turning its ecological model into an international reference.
I didn't know about the Green Ring. It's a circular route of 36 kilometers. The perfect excuse to come back. We're finishing up the route. Without a doubt, there are many more things to see in Vitoria. This was just an appetizer. If you liked it, you can give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Write to me for upcoming episodes. Which city in Spain would you like to visit? Until next time.